Hi, welcome to our NeoFIt activity section. So we're going to start off by logging into NeoFIt in the employee portal. Then I'm going to click on my activity tab. So in the activity tab, it will default to our current school year, which you'll be able to backdate into previous school years if you wanted to look at that information. You guys will only see your classes that are assigned to you. But for me, I can see multiple campuses and all the teachers. So I'm going to take a look at one specific campus that I know has data. First off, we're going to take a look at the Student Activity by Course tab. So under this tab, you will see all of your classes listed. And this will show you all of them regardless of whether or not they are participating in Cardio Club with you. If those classes are not participating, they will just show zeros the whole time. Now what this shows you is a class view to where you can see the number of laps that class has completed, the number of miles that class has completed, and also the class level. The other thing that is available on this page without drilling down is the ability to print QR codes. So if I click print QR codes from this screen, it will print all of the QR codes for that whole class. Now if I drill down, I can click the little arrow next to that class. It will show me all of the children in that class. We did blur these out for privacy reasons, but this way you can see the data that will appear. So you'll see each child's number of laps, each child's miles, and their current award level. The other option from this screen is we can manually add information or laps for the student. I can click the plus sign. I can adjust how much I'm going to add for the student based on what my lap value is. So just like when the app, you can select your different values here. So if I only have 880 feet, if I have 0.125 miles, I can select that. I can add the number of laps here. I can also adjust the activity date, and then I will click submit. When you click submit, it will tell you with another box that will appear up here at the top. It'll tell you that this is irreversible, and you will need to click OK again. It'll be very important to have the correct activity date later on. We are going to upload this information into the student portal so that students will be able to view their own information. It will show them a month by month how many laps or how many miles they have run in that month and what their current award level is. So getting this information correct will be very important. I'm not going to actually submit the data because it is irreversible, but that was just to show you what it would look like. Now, if you wanted to only print a select few QR codes, I can check the boxes here and select multiple students. Scroll up here, you will see print selected QR codes, and it will only print the ones that you have selected. So you don't have to print the whole class each time. Now to print from that screen, you will need to hit Control P, or you can come over here to your three dots and select print in order to make the page actually print. Now we're going to move on to our next tab, which is our leaderboard. Now when you first navigate to the leaderboard, it will show us blank. This allows us to get that freshest data so that no old data is just going to sit there and give you wrong information. So you'll click the load data button and it will show you your top students. It'll give you their class, their grade, and also their amount of miles that they have run. We also have a class leaderboard, which shows you the top class per grade level and gives you their amount of miles as well. So it does give you a top boy and girl overall and a top boy and girl for each grade level. Now notice the students that have zeros or the grade levels that are not participating do not show up on the leaderboard. So if they have zeros, they won't show up here. And now moving on to our next tab, we have the card reprint section. So again, we don't want to load all of the data. This loads everybody for your entire campus. So we don't want to load it unless we need to. So we're going to click load data. And then I can search for a student by their student ID. And again, we void this information out for privacy reasons. Or I can search for a student by their name. So sometimes it's helpful if I can't remember exactly which class a student is in. I can come over here and search for that student to figure out which class they're in. Or if I just need to print off a few QR codes from different classes, maybe even different grade levels very quickly, I can do that from this screen. What's really helpful is the enrollment date section is sortable, because then I can see which students are new to my campus. So this does show you the newest students to my campus up here at the top. So I know if the last time I printed was December, I know all these students above here I need to print. I can check off their names here. Make sure you click just on the checkboxes or else it undoes all of your list. And then I can click up here at the top where it says print selected QR codes, and it only prints the ones that I had selected. Let's move on to our next section called the Level Up Report. What this report is going to show you is the students that have changed levels, so from red to blue, in a specified date range. So I would look between maybe the last time that I ran my cardio club, maybe until the day after or the same day. As some people like to give out their tokens the same day. You can run that right when you come in. So right after you post your data, this will automatically update. There's no more waiting until the next morning. It's an automatic upload. So once I have my date range set, I'm going to click load data, and it will show me all the students that have changed levels since the last, so it looks at this first date to the last date. So this student here has gone from no level, they've now reached the red level. Or these students have changed from the red level to the blue level. And this will continuously update as your date ranges change. So as you go through the next week, it'll only show you the ones that have changed from your 2 specified dates. Now moving to our last and final section, we have the activity profile setup. This is where you're going to set your levels that you guys were seeing on those different screens. So we have our colors, red, blue, green, orange, yellow, purple, and gray. If I wanted to change those from the default settings that are already in there, I can change the level name, I can change the number, the minimum number, and I can also change the class minimum number. And I can do this for each level that is in there. Now remember, it only goes for your classes. So if you have 2 PE teachers on your campus, if you guys want to be consistent on your levels, you guys will both need to change it on both of your accounts. And if you decide you want to go back to the original, just click reset to default, and it resets all your levels back to your default settings. I hope you guys will enjoy our new activity section in NeoFIt and get your kids motivated to run more during cardio club, and also giving them the ability to track their own progress. Enjoy!